Good evening. We're going to get started in 1 minute, so if you'll find your seat. Good evening. I'm Brenda Hatch, and I would like to welcome you to the Lawton Public Schools celebration. We are so glad you're here just to help us celebrate all of our teachers, our educators, our community members, everyone who has just made a huge impact on our student and LPS as a whole. At this time, would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by MacArthur High School students Julian Davis and Abby Masters. And the colors this evening are being presented by Lawton High School Color Guard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please join for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to welcome our superintendent, Mr. Kevin Heim, to the stage.
They have to give me an extra script here that's a little larger because I think I'm getting older. At this time, we're going to do the Friends of Education. Within our community are special people who realize that the way to improve the quality of life is to lift those around them to the greatest possible heights. The best members of a community distinguish themselves by giving of themselves, not for the attention it may bring up them, but because of their compassion for others. Lawton Public Schools is fortunate, and that's an understatement. We are so very fortunate to have many, many in our community who support our employees in their quest to educate and care for thousands of children living in Lawton. We count you among those special people who do so much for others. This year is no different than others as we recognize a family and organization who have been key partners for our district. They have gone above and beyond to support our district, and we are eternally grateful. And guys, we have so many people in this community who do this for us. It's one of the most amazing things in my third year in Lawton that when we get ready to select this number of people that always runs through my mind that has done things great for us, and so many are already on our board to do this. But this year's recipient in the individual category is Bridget and Irv Randall. You don't have anybody here? Okay. And then this year's Community Organizer Award goes to the Best in State, the Laura Fields Trust. Here he comes. Next, we're going to do the Champions for Children. Every LPS employee may be nominated as a champion for outstanding service to Lawton students or to the district. As in the past, nominees may represent any certified or non-certified employment category. Champions are exemplified by their dedication to the profession, to the students, and to Lawton Public Schools. This award recognizes them for not just doing their jobs, but for going the extra mile, doing even more than is expected. Our first champion this year is Amanda Binky. Ms. Binky is heartbroken. She cannot be here tonight as she is out of town presenting at a conference. Let's give her another round of applause as I read a little about her. She is a Lawton High School Library Media Specialist. She has been in her position for 2 years, but she's been with the district for 23 years as an English teacher. She has transformed the library to ensure students feel welcome, safe, and comfortable when they walk through the doors. Her colleague says she makes an exceptional effort to assist teachers, staff, students, and families in order to support student success. Her library is a place for all, ensuring there is something for everyone. She is an example of a true professional. Miss Amanda Binky. Next, we have Suki Bloomfield. I will say this before I read the script. Her job is one of those where she works in the tech department, and anytime somebody has a problem, they call Suki. But she does a great job of fixing them, and she has a tough job. So her winning this award is really awesome. Miss Bloomfield has been with the district for 15 years. The past 3, she has served as a system analyst in our media tech department. She works day in and day out to ensure our students have access to digital media resources and tools in a safe educational environment. A tireless advocate for students in the way most people would not think about, her sincere desire is to adapt and improve our technology infrastructure, is admired by her peers and staff. She takes her responsibilities very seriously. She always has a sunny and cheerful attitude that brightens even the toughest of days. Her dedication and service is why I'm proud to honor her as a champion. Miss Suki Bloomfield. Amanda Borderland. She currently serves as Lincoln Elementary School counselor. Prior to the position, she served students in the classroom for 10 years. Her peers say she demonstrates extraordinary commitment to the Lincoln community, providing support for their scholars, staff, and families. Her mentality is always, what can I do to make things easier for our families? She enjoys working with organizations and community members, but she always makes time to stop and listen to a student when they're in need of her attention. Her students are brave, strong, and inspire her to be a better person. Her skills, knowledge, and commitment make her the most deserving of the title of champion. Miss Amanda Borderland.
While they're taking their picture, we have another guest who's come to the stage. This is the first time we've had contributors who have donated to the Champions for Children. And so these are representatives from Solutions Auto Group, and they are giving an award, a money award, to each one of our Champions for Children. So thank you.
Make sure y'all get a picture with them. Next, we have Cheryl Dean. Miss Dean is the epitome of Champions for Children. She has worked as a teacher's assistant in the special education self-contained classes. Miss Dean is known for the relationships she creates and builds with her students, colleagues, and families. Kindness is the biggest part of who she is, and she tries to instill that in her students. Her greatest satisfaction comes watching students work independently after she has worked with and encouraged them. The aha or I did it moment is what she is most proud of. She has a heart of gold, and we are truly honored to recognize Miss Cheryl Dean as a champion. Next, we have Sedelia Fernandez Flack. Ms. Flack is dedicated, diligent, and a caring professional. She has been with the district for over 20 years and currently serves as a discretionary aide at Woodland Hills Elementary. Her positive attitude and willingness to help whenever she is needed makes her an asset to all of those in the building. She fosters love, the value of learning, hard work, and kindness. She is fluent in Portuguese, German, and English, and her accent piques students' curiosity. This gives her the opportunity to build relationships with all students. She wants the children to know that she believes in them and she wants the best for them every day. Her Woodland staff says she is a true gem. Miss Adelia Flack. Okay, it's C. Dahlia. So I butchered her first name. I got it right now. C. Dahlia. I have a new board member. It took me 5 meetings to get her name right. And we still sometimes debate. Next, we have Nicole Hubbard. Miss Hubbard has been the 4th and 5th grade counselor at Freedom Elementary for the past 4 years. Her focus every day is a whole child and ensuring students are successful academically, emotionally, socially, physically. For military families, she is recognized as a champion for their students daily. The love and compassion she exudes does not go unnoticed. Her individualized approach to each student's needs and experiences makes her an incredible force, especially as military students cope with another new school transition. Students and families are appreciative and thankful for the comfort she provides and the safe space she creates. Miss Nicole Hubbard. Just as you know, as you're getting other pictures, these descriptions are part of the nomination that their peers give. It's not so these are what their peers are saying about them, and it's pretty amazing when you read through some of the rest of them. how well thought of these champions are of the people who work with them. Next is Brittany Mahan. Miss Mahan is currently the counselor at the Life Ready Center. She has been in education for the past 26 years. The experience she brings to her position can be seen through her daily interactions with students and staff. She is patient and kind. She works with Charlotte. You have to be patient and kind, yet forthright. Her greatest satisfaction comes from knowing she made a student's life better. No matter what they come to see her about, she wants students to leave feeling better and supported. The student-counselor relationship is a positive one, and she is completely invested in making a difference. Her peers say when they need someone to truly listen and not just react or dismiss the situation, they seek her out. They take great pride knowing that she is an agent for change in their lives. Ms. Brittany Mahan. Just as a reminder, Miss Oates is not here tonight to support Brittany because she is in Guthrie and being awarded the Administrator's Arts for Excellence Award winner for the state of Oklahoma. So that's 2 big awards for the Life Ready Center. Congratulations, Brittany. Next, we have Donna Shetler. Miss Shetler has served students as a coach and teacher at MacArthur High School for the past 32 years, 36 years in total at Lawton Public Schools. Her heart is with teaching and coaching. Her genuine dedication to all students is evident throughout the school day and outside of the building. Her former students, who are now colleagues, say the knowledge and wisdom they have learned from her carry on through their teaching and coaching careers. They're alluding that you have lots of people that are teachers and coaches now. She is always sharing what makes a person great to be around, and now they want her to know what makes Coach Shetler a great person, teacher, and a coach is that she makes everyone around her better. Although she will be retiring this year, her legacy will continue on because she is truly the definition of a champion for children. Miss Donna Shetler. Next, we have David Stanley. Mr. Stanley has been an athletic trainer for the past 32 years. He is also the Lawton High School athletic director. His greatest satisfaction comes from helping and guiding injured athletes back to health and competitive play. He is always available when someone has a question or needs his advice regarding sports medicine. His peers say not only is he passionate about his work, but an excellent communicator and is highly respected by coaches, athletes, and medical professionals. He continually is looking for ways to improve the school climate and culture for all students and families that come out for sporting events. He is the biggest supporter of student athletes and loves reconnecting with those he has helped on his journey. Mr. David Stanley. Next, we have Andrea Winstead. Miss Winstead has served as a Lawton Public Schools McKinney, Vento, and foster care liaison and facilitator for the past 14 years. If you don't know what McKinney Vento is, that is our homeless students. She does an awesome job. There are many aspects of her job that give her great satisfaction. Whether it is ensuring students have access to stable transportation to and from school, working with community agencies to provide resources, or just being a listening ear, she wants students to know they are supported and not alone. Her work for students is recognized at the local and state level. Her peers say that anyone who works directly with her will immediately see her servant heart. The energy, devotion, and compassion she brings each day is what makes her a true champion for students. It is an honor and privilege to recognize Miss Andrea Winstead. If you really want to know the truth, you can go into the basement at Shoemaker and walk around, and there's like clothes, shoes, and backpacks and supplies. I think she's got more storage space down there, and there's always somebody down there digging through that stuff to give to children who need it. So, Ms. Winstead, thank you again for all you do for our homeless children. You ready?
So in the audience tonight are several PS staff members who have reached that point in their career that they have decided it's time to retire and start their next chapter in their lives. So each retiree will be formally celebrated at their school. This time, I'd love for anyone in the audience who is retiring this year to stand and let us recognize you and thank you for your years of service. So we would like to add a new component to our celebration event by recognizing LPS employees who have received state or national awards during the past year. With this being our very first year to do this, we know that we have left off some people, but we're going to get better, and we'll get better about notifying Lynn's team of those winners. But right now, I want to start by announcing Samantha Martin. Samantha Martin was named the Air Force Association Chapter 42 STEM Teacher of the Year. Ashley Romero has been named the Oklahoma Scholastic Media Yearbook Advertiser of the Year. Brooke Rooney has earned the Southwest Region Sky Award. Stephen Scott Smith was given the State Superintendent Award for Arts Excellence. He has another award that we're going to talk about a little bit later, too. And Mr. Heim, sitting behind me, he has received several awards this year, including being recognized at the national level as Oklahoma State Superintendent of the Year and Oklahoma Youth Expo Chairman's Award. And he just added Charlotte Oates' name to our list, as he mentioned a while ago, who's being recognized tonight. So what we ask is for you to be sure to notify Lynn Curtis and her team so we can celebrate you at the event next year, and we can celebrate you in all of our different resources of social media whenever that award is earned. So congratulations to those people and anyone else who we might have missed who has received a state or national award.
The Randalls are here.
The Randalls are here. Oh, yay. Let's go back.
Let's go back. So at this time, we're going to skip back a little bit, and we're going to announce our recipients for our individual Friends of Education. Bridget and Randall, would you guys come up, please? Thank you guys so much for all you do for Lawton Public Schools. They donate to everything in a big way, and this was an easy choice, so a big shout out to the Randalls for all they do. So thank you very much. Let's kind of get out here a little bit more.
Thank you. So selecting the first class teacher of the year and the Lawton teacher of the year is a very difficult task. We have so many amazing educators, but each year there is a committee of LPS staff and volunteer community members who dedicate their time to read portfolios and watch teaching videos and interview our candidates. And at this time, I'd like to introduce this year's selection committee and thank them for a job well done. I ask that the committee members stand when I call their name and remain standing, and you'll hold your applause till I've announced all 6 members. First is Laura Hatch. Laura was representing the LPS Foundation. Donna Elmore from Nissan of Lawton. Tina Lovato, who is our current first class teacher of the year. Alexandra Cunningham, who is our current LPS teacher of the year. Donna Catlin, an LPS director of early childhood. And Dave McDermott, our LPS media operations director. Please help me give them a round of applause and a thank you. So tonight would not be possible without the planning and the hard work of so many LPS staff members, and I want to personally say thank you to Kathy Kennedy, to Lynn Cordes and AJ Watson and their amazing communications and media team, especially Lisa Glover, yes, Lisa Glover, Victoria Orndorff, and Geraldo Bello. They do so much for this night. A new twist to this year, the beautiful decorations on the stage were provided by the work of Mr. Smith and Miss Pettit from Life Center's classes today. They did the beautiful decorating, so thank you to them. And also the staff here at Eisenhower Middle School who helped prepare for tonight's event. Thank them for all their work. So the next group of teachers celebrate tonight will be the first class teachers, and at this time I'd like to welcome Tina Lovato to the stage. She's a teacher at Ridgecrest Elementary and is our current first class teacher of the year.
Thank you, Mrs. Hatch. Good evening, friends. I'm so excited to be here this evening celebrating with you all. As I reflect on this year, I'm reminded how lucky and fortunate I am to work with such an amazing group of people. But first, I would like to recognize Mrs. Stephanie Heim, her first class coaches and staff that do such amazing work with this wonderful program. I would also like to thank the sponsors for continually showing support for education. And thank you again for allowing me to represent LPS and to be a part of the LPS family. It's truly been an honor. Teachers who have taught in our district for less than 2 years at the end of the current year are eligible to become first class teacher of the year. They are nominated by their principal and are interviewed by the selection committee. Tonight we are honoring 16 outstanding teachers. At this time, I ask that all first class teacher of the year candidates make their way to the ramp on your left. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah. We know that behind every great teacher is a support team made up of family, friends, mentors, and colleagues. In a minute, I will call each candidate to the stage. As they are walking up, if you are a member of that teacher support team, please stand so we can recognize and thank you as well. From the Life Ready Center, Geraldo Bello. From Pioneer Park Elementary, Chelsea Bourne. From Cleveland Elementary, LaShonda Brewer. From Carriage Hills Elementary, Jessica Bushel. From Elmore West Elementary, Christina Chilcote. From Freedom Elementary, Lydia Clendenin. From Lincoln Elementary, Dawn Koss. From Pat Henry Elementary, Christy Giordano. From Lawton High School, Stephen Haber. From Hubish Elementary, Abby Houston. From Eisenhower Elementary, Tamara McGoffna. From Eisenhower Middle School, Jessica McDonald. From Edison Elementary, Danny McKillop. From Crosby Park Elementary, Reagan Metters. From Eisenhower High School, Nico Miranda. From MacArthur High School, Emily Poindexter. Let's give this group another round of applause. As they are taking their seats, I want to announce that our business partners and community members have contributed approximately $5,000 in cash prizes to this year's First Class Teacher of the Year. Now about this year's winner. As a first-year teacher, this educator realized the importance of using all the resources available and asking for help, since it's okay not to know everything. The preconceived vision of a perfect class had to be adjusted as this teacher implemented strategies to help students be the best version of themselves. According to the principal, this classroom is built on respect, comfort, and support, as this teacher continuously reinforces positivity and determination with the students. I also had a brief moment with this teacher. We had letter training last day. During the letters training, my husband and I received a phone call from our vet that our little pup wasn't doing very well. And it was right before we were separated into breakout rooms. I was totally unfocused, couldn't get wits about me. But this teacher, even when I was throwing out the wrong answers, she was so kind and gracious with me. She gently redirected me over all instructions again and exactly what was being asked of me, and just helped me along the way. In that moment, I realized how lucky I am to be working with such amazing people. And although we are sprinkled about in different locations and schools, we all work as a team, and we all make sure if we stumble, we stop and pick them up, because we're all trying to win together. I am proud to announce that the 2023-2024 First Class Teacher of the Year is Lydia McClendon. Clendenin. hope Mrs. Hine is much better. She deserves it.
Well, I first wanted to say that I know a lot of the other candidates pretty well from doing the first class training led by Mrs. Heim this year. And as appreciative as I am to get it, I've been in these other schools as well because before I was a certified teacher there, I was a sub for the district. And I've seen these schools, and I know that these other educators deserve this just as much as I do, because everyone that's been through that training with Mrs. Heim has done so well. So I just wanted to say thank you, and thank you to my Freedom family for nominating me for this, because they're amazing, and they give me all the support that I need to get through the day with Classroom of Kindergartners. So thank you.
So it is such an honor to be recognized by your peers, administrators, students, and parents as an outstanding educator who's gone above and beyond to make a difference in the lives of students. At this time, I do want to recognize and announce each school's Teacher of the Year winner and ask them to stand, and please hold your applause till the end when we have everyone standing. From Crosby Park, Jessica Martin. Hey, hang on, or we'll never get through this. From Eisenhower Elementary, Stephanie Overby. From Pat Henry, Christina Morris. From Whittier, Janet Hamilton. From Eisenhower Middle School, Alicia Cortez. From MacArthur High School, Misty Hively. From the Life Ready Center, Kayla Pettit. From Almore West, Dawn Patton. From Carriage Hills, Laura Nicholas. From Cleveland, Misty Martin. From Edison, Christy McMillan. From Freedom, Denise Rooney. From Hugh Bish, Kim Morton. Learning Tree Academy, Jessica Whalen. From Lincoln Elementary, Juna Cavellis. From Pioneer Park, Tashelle Bashu. From Ridgecrest, Angela Rodriguez. From Sullivan Village, Caitlin Hill. From Woodland Hills, Hope Ross. From Central Middle School, Loretta Stevens. From MacArthur Middle School, Kimberly Epps. From Eisenhower High School, Alice Sanavia. And from Lawton High School, Kevin Reese. Now give all a round of applause. This has to be the most enthusiastic crowd we have ever had. I love it. I love it. So previously, each district has been able to send only one Teacher of the Year to the State Teacher of the Year competition. But this past year, the rules were changed to give larger districts like ours a chance to send multiple winners to the next level. As a matter of fact, any teacher that I just named, who was their buildings Teacher of the Year, would be eligible to compete at the state level. Earlier this year, Mr. Stephen Smith from the Life Ready Center competed at the state level since he was one of our finalists last year. And in addition to receiving the 2022 State Superintendent Award for Arts Excellence, he was recognized as one of the 12 finalists for the state of Oklahoma. Okay, so at this time, I'd like to invite Alexandra Cunningham. She's our current Teacher of the Year, Crosby Park teacher, to the stage, and she's going to help us recognize our district finalists.
Thank you, Mrs. Hatch, and good evening, everyone. It really feels like just yesterday we were here celebrating another amazing group of educators at last year's ceremony. I am so grateful and beyond honored to have been named Teacher of the Year, and I am excited to pass the torch. I would like to thank all of the sponsors who continue to show their support for education, and I appreciate the audience for coming out tonight to celebrate Lawton's finest. Earlier, Mrs. Hatch introduced all of the school's Teacher of the Year winners. After being nominated, teachers completed a portfolio consisting of professional information, teacher reflection, and letters of recommendation. After gathering the information, the selection committee had the difficult task of narrowing the list to 7 finalists. Once a finalist named, they were required to provide additional information for their portfolio, submit a 10-minute teaching video, and participate in an interview. As I introduce each finalist, will come to stage with a very special guest who, their video, will tell us exactly why his or her teacher should be named Teacher of the Year. From Eisenhower Middle School, math teacher Alicia Cortez with her guest Amy Sharp.
I believe that Ms. Cortez should be Teacher of the Year. Since I stepped into her class on the first day of school, math has never been boring. I've learned so much this year, and Ms. Cortez has been so cheerful and supportive. I just moved to Lawton from Kansas in July, where I lived for 7 years and had very few friends when I came. I knew none of the teachers. Ms. Cortez has been so welcoming, and she takes the time to get to know every single one of us, and helps break down complicated math problems into easy-to-understand steps. She understands that sometimes we have bad days and may need a little more time and patience. I'm very grateful to have been in her class and for the time she has taken to mentor my classmates and I. I'm incredibly grateful to her for being a great teacher and an amazing person. And I hope she gets Teacher of the Year.
From Whittier Elementary School, second grade teacher Janet Hamilton with her guest Harley Pendergrass.
We are Miss Hamilton's Hippos. Hi, my name is Harley, and I am in Miss Hamilton's Hippos. Hi, my name is Harley, and I am in Miss Hamilton's second grade. I love being in her class. She is always helping us learn new things. When we have questions, she helps us. Miss Hamilton is really funny and makes us laugh. In her room, she loves each and every one of us. She makes us all feel special in our own way. Miss Hamilton keeps us challenged when it comes to learning. She's one of the best teachers that I have ever had. Thank you, Miss Hamilton, for everything you've done for me. I love you. That is why Miss Hamilton should be Teacher of the Year. Miss Hamilton, please remember what you always tell us. You sparkle, you shine, you do it all the time.
From MacArthur High School, vocal music teacher Misty Hively with guest Julian Davis.
Mama Hively is a name given to Mrs. Hively by not only me, but my fellow peers. Coming to MacArthur High School as a freshman and being in place in Mama Hively is a name given to Mrs. Hively by not only me, but my fellow peers. Coming to MacArthur High School as a freshman and being in place in an advanced choir, I was beyond nervous. It was the only class I thought about the entire day on my first day of school. And upon arrival to my 7th period class, I met a woman whose students introduced me to her as Mama Hively. And although I was once curious as to why, looking back, I now easily understand. She was standing behind the piano, ready to begin warm-ups. She had the warmest smile and the absolute purest blonde hair you'll ever see. She has and still does jump through countless hoops just to get our choir to where we are now. But even through countless nights of no sleep, conducting rehearsals, mountains of paperwork, and things of the sort, Mrs. Hively still enters the choir room with a burning passion for the arts that is not ready to die down. Mrs. Hively is her name, and singing is her game. She is someone who treats you as a child of her own, ready to sacrifice her time. And for that reason alone, I'm here giving that speech, as I will gladly do the same for her. Over these past 4 years with Mrs. Hively, I have learned, I have grown, I have cried, I have laughed, I have fallen, and I have gotten back up, because as if there is one thing she has taught me, it is to not stop moving. She was there to walk me across the stage when I was sick, and was the first person to put a genuine smile on my face after the loss of my mom a few days later. So even though my schedules may have said Mrs. Hively, I would like to give a special thanks to Mama Hively. Thank you for teaching me to stay strong, to do what I love, and to remember that there is always room for compassion. And finally, I can say that I'm proud of you.
From Crosby Park Elementary School, music teacher Jessica Martin with guest Delilah Patterson.
When I was asked to write Miss Martin, I was extremely excited. After all, it's not every day that you get to write a speech about your favorite teacher. One of the first times in music class, I realized how great she was at making people feel special. She talked to us like she was a friend and not just a teacher. I felt like she was happy because she enjoyed what she was doing, and it wasn't just her. I remember one Wednesday, everyone was feeling a little down. I think it was a really long week or something. Mrs. Martin tried to cheer us up by saying, "Hey, at least we don't have year-round school." And we all shrugged. Realizing we weren't going to cheer it up that easily, she came in and said, "You're right, this week has been rough." And it just felt like we were on the same page. She's funny too. Every day that I go to music, I look forward to one of her jokes and her overall happy spirit. She's always ready to tell us a joke. In my opinion, she's one of the funniest teachers ever. Miss Martin is very kind. Actually, that's an understatement. She's the sweetest human I've ever known. She never fails to be a bright spot in my day, and I know other people would agree. Lastly, and most importantly, she's one of my biggest supporters. I have a lot of stories where she encourage me. This one's my favorite. Just last week, I was at practice having a rough time, and I started to cry. She pulled me aside and said, "Delilah, you were so special and so unique. You got this." Because of her words, I was able to go back out there. She always finds time to encourage me, and I forever will be grateful for her inspiration. Mrs. Martin has changed my life and so many others. It's no surprise that she won Teacher of the Year. She is worthy of the recognition and so much more. Mrs. Martin deserves more than Teacher of the Year because to me, she's the teacher of a lifetime.
From Pat Henry Elementary School, 5th grade teacher Christina Morris with guest Benjamin Pruitt.
My name is Benjamin, and I'm going to talk about my teacher being Teacher of the Year. Miss Morris is my teacher, and she should be the Teacher of the Year because she's kind, fun, funny, and respectful. She gives us free time. When we're finished with our work, we could read, draw, or play games with our friends. She helps us with our work. When we don't know the answer to the problem, she helps us understand the question so we can find the answer. She teaches us step by step, slowly gives enough time. She gives us extra recess for having a good behavior with the institute. She speaks nicely. When we have a rough day, when we are sad, she cheers us up. She takes us on fun and educational field trips like Starbase. She is fun. She tells dad jokes when we feel like they're not. She plays games with us like Quizlet, Bucket, Sabotage, Kahoots, and Quizzies. My teacher, Miss Morris, should be the Teacher of the Year because she's fun, kind, funny, and respectful.
From Eisenhower Elementary School, kindergarten teacher Stephanie Overby with guest Cree Rhodes.
My name is Ray. My teacher was Miss Whoopi. I love her, and she helps me do my work. She pushes me to do my work, and I write inside my book, and she gives me big hugs. I love to read, and I want her to win the Teacher of the Year award.
From the Life Center, Career Tech Education teacher Kayla Pettit with guest Ashlyn Lead.
Hi, my name is Ashlyn Lead. I've known Miss Pettit for about 3 years now. Miss Pettit has inspired me in more ways than one. She's inspired me to become a teacher myself. Every time I come into class, she's always in a good mood, greets me with a smile, and lets us know that she loves each of us. Hi, my name is Ashlyn Lead. I've known Miss Pettit for about 3 years now. Miss Pettit has inspired me in more ways than one. She's inspired me to become a teacher myself. Every time I come into class, she's always in a good mood, greets me with a smile, and lets us know that she loves each and every one of us. She's always ready to teach us something new and talks through real-life experience with us, which makes her students want to come to school and learn. Miss P is someone's reason to come to school. She's my reason to come to school. There's never a dull moment with her. You walk into her room and she'll have the brightest smile on her face. All because she loves what she does, she loves teaching, she loves us. There's times when I walk to her room and she's doing something creative that makes me want to learn. Like we were learning about Oreos for Oreo Day, and she brought all different flavors and types into class for us to try. She's always finding ways to spice up a boring lesson to make her students have fun while learning, and also real life experiences. There's times when you walk into a room and it's so much fun that time just flies by. Her classes always feel the shortest. Miss P makes her students feel like we belong. Her class is a family, and family means no one is left behind. She makes everybody reach their potential in her class. Not only is her personality super bright, her room is bright as well. Walking into a bright room and exciting classroom makes everyone's day better. Miss P is also very accommodating. She uses a sensory bin for all her students, providing us with snacks if we're ever hungry, and have flexible seating. With these small changes in her classroom, it has made it easier for people with anxiety like myself to have much easier time, especially on hard days. Most days as we walk into her class, she is playing music. It's always brought a smile to my face. Behavioral issues are almost never a problem because we trust her and she talks to us as equals as people below her. I'm glad I got to experience Miss P's teaching, and she is a wonderful example to her students of a beautiful mother,
Now for the
wife,
exciting
and
news,
teacher.
because we can send multiple teachers to the state Teacher of the Year competition, we will be naming an elementary Teacher of the Year and a secondary Teacher of the Year tonight. This year's winners will each receive over $8,600 in cash and prizes. Our other 5 finalists will also each receive $500 from the Lawton Public Schools Foundation. We are going to start by announcing the secondary Teacher of the Year. According to her coworkers, this teacher is passionate about the subject she teaches, and the students find her excitement contagious. The fact that she never gets upset or frustrated helps put her students at ease so they can focus on learning. This candidate commented, "It is common for me to witness students who are so discouraged with my subject matter on the first day of school and attempt to shut down before I've had the chance to begin. Unbeknownst to them, they have just met a tenacious teacher that will change their mindset and will not give up on them." Lawton Public Schools 2023-2024 Secondary Teacher of the Year is Miss Alicia Cortez.
I'll say he's about 66.5 inches. Now, mind you, we are doing this, we are not doctors, so if your inches are a few off from what you get at the doctor's office, it's okay. We're not perfect. All right, so remember that number, 66.5. So now swing your arms out like this, fingers all the way out. This is how you're going to do the wingspan. I'm going to put the measure tape between your fingers. Don't let go all the way to the other side. Now, obviously, his arms are longer, so now you can let it go. That's full 60 inches, and I'm going to pick.
Oh, wow. Okay, first, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior. I am just, but He has kept me, and this is just amazing. I'm not prepared. I would like to thank my family, my husband. They supported me You know, I started young, going through college as a teen mom. And here I am standing in front of those very kids. That's why I would really like to thank all of I have been in Lawton Public Schools for 13 years, so I have so many leaders that I've touched base with, done workshop with, all my principals out there that I started in elementary school, and my friends who pushed me to move into middle school and find my passion in teaching, this is fantastic. So I thank my students. I love what I do. I absolutely love the job. I love every bit of it. So it's crazy. I feel like the cat that ate the canary, you know, like I do a job I love but get paid for it, you know? So thank you so much.
Inches. Now, mind you, we are doing this, we are not doctors, so if your inches are a few off from what you get at the doctor's office, like, it's okay. We're not perfect. All right, so remember that number, 66 and a half. So now swing your arms out like this, fingers all the way out. This is how you're gonna do the wingspan. I'm gonna put the measuring tape between your fingers, squeeze, don't let it go. Go all the way to the other side. Now, obviously, his arms are longer, so now you can let it go. That's full 60 inches, and I'm going to pick. I'll say he's about.
And now for our elementary winner. This teacher states that her job is to make sure students love school. That means finding out how they learn, having a flexible approach to teaching, and understanding that her students are human and different. One of her greatest attributes is her positive attitude. She wakes up each day and chooses to be happy, even on rough days. She realizes that her consistently positive behavior allows her students to be more comfortable in their interactions with her. A parent volunteer commented, "When I deliver items to the classroom, she greets me and she puts a smile on my face. I immediately want to join the rest of the class for the day." According to one of her students' parents, this teacher is not a teacher by title, she is a teacher by heart. Your new LPS Elementary Teacher of the Year is Stephanie Opie.
But the two who have these, they're going to have to play war, okay? They're going to have to decide, okay, by the end, who has the most. So who have the two?
I inherited.
Okay, so we don't have all of our cards yet. I want you to flip your card, okay? And whoever has the most, you'll get all the cards. Okay, you ready? Go. Okay, who has the biggest card?
Me.
Okay, what does she have? What is this? Do we remember her name? We have the king, and then we have the
Queen.
The queen. So the queen is the biggest one. So she would win all of these cards. They will all be hers. Okay? Now she's like. But the two who have these, they're going to have to play war. Okay? They're going to have to decide.
She's going to make a speech. Oh, no. Wow. First of all, I want to just take my husband and my family because this profession is very demanding, but he keeps allowing me to fly and do what I do in my classroom. And I think I've probably spent way too much money, but I really enjoy what I do and making sure that my students learn in their way. But also my team at Eisenhower, I couldn't be here without you guys. To walk through those doors every day with such a dedicated team makes me extremely happy. And the leadership that we have, second to none. So I just want to thank you guys and my family, friends here. Thank you guys for always showing up to support and even helping when I need things in my classroom, because you guys have donated things to my classroom too. So thank you all. And to all you educators, keep doing what you're doing. The kids are winning because of what you're doing. So thank you.
You two can stay up there. So at this time, could I ask Lydia to come on up? We're going to have our contributors from the community present awards. And also our 5 finalists for Teacher of the Year. Would you come on up for your presentation from LPS Foundation as well? So I need all my Teacher of the Year finalists here and Lydia. You guys need to move it here into the limelight. Just right there. You're good. So again, we are so blessed to have tremendous support from organizations and businesses across Lawton, Fort Sill community. They give so generously to our teacher recognition program. And so at this time, I'll invite them just to come up this ramp. And as they go across the stage, I will announce their the name of the company or organization and their contributions. So if I could have my presenters come over here to this side of the stage. So from Liberty National Bank, each of our Teacher of the Years will receive a $400 check, and our First Class Teacher of the Year, $200. From American Fidelity, our Teacher of the Year will receive $100, and our First Class Teacher of the Year, also $100. One of our board members, Pat Iworth, is here representing the Lawton Philharmonic organization, or orchestra, sorry, and she is presenting them with tickets to one of the concerts, for season tickets to the concerts. Amazing. All right, thank you. You're awesome. Fort Sill Federal Credit Union. Fort Sill Federal Credit Union is giving $100 to our First Class Teacher of the Year and to our Teacher of the Year. Arvest Bank and Adventure Travel have partnered together, and our Teacher of the Year and our First Class Teacher of the Year will receive a $600 travel voucher. Oh, and they're getting ready for their travel. Here we go. Lisa Carson from the LPS Foundation will be presenting our Teachers of the Year $1,000, our 5 finalists $500, and our First Class Teacher of the Year $1,000. So from Southwest Oklahoma Federal Credit Union, $100 to the Teacher of the Year and $100 to the First Class Teacher of the Year. Because we always continue learning, Cameron University is giving our Teachers of the Year and our First Class Teacher of the Year a $750 tuition waiver. And you know which one to give it to, right? Okay, you're awesome. One of our great sponsors is Laura Fields Trust, and this year our Teacher of the Year will receive $2,000 from the Laura Fields Trust, and our First Class Teacher of the Year, $1,000. From Sylvan Learning Center, our Teacher of the Year will receive $100, and our First Class Teacher of the Year will receive $50. The Lawton YMCA will be donating $200 to each of our Teacher of the Years and a one-year membership. And our First Class Teacher of the Year will receive a 6-month membership to the Y. So back up on the stage, our Solutions Auto Group will be giving our Teachers of the Year and our First Class Teacher of the Year $250. City National Bank will be giving a total of $4,000 to our Teachers of the Year. And our ongoing sponsor that does a tremendous job for us all the way through the process is Nissan of Lawton. And Nissan will be giving our Teacher of the Years $1,500, our First Class Teacher of the Year $500, and they have to have their t-shirt. So we'll give them their t-shirts as well. And they're getting us ready. Let's see. So on the end of the table are beautiful arrangements of a dozen roses. These are from Scott's House of Flowers, along with $50 gift cards for each of the Teacher of the Years and the Class Teacher of the Year. Solace Urban Cantina has also donated dinner for two for our Teacher of the Year and our First Class Teacher of the Year. Are there any contributors that I have missed? I don't want to miss anyone. Okay. So, first of all, let's give this group a big round of applause. And you might as well just stay right there for pictures. But I'm going to ask Mr. Hunt to close out our evening for us.
One thing I do in closing really quick, first of all, introducing, we have 4 board members here tonight. If you guys would stand up. Board members do a lot of things for our school district, and the pay is zero. So big shout out that we have 4 board members here tonight. You know, when I came here 3 years ago, you always feel like, are you blessed or not? Guys, how blessed am I to work with this group? How lucky can you be to work? If you watch those videos and saw the kids and how many great teachers and superstars we have in this district, it's just totally amazing. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to work with you and just be around in the presence of so many wonderful educators. Thank you very much. The last thing, one thing we're going to change next year, because we want to give Teacher of the Year announcement comes at a time when we have a lot of our educators busy, ball games and all that. So next year, we have a professional development day scheduled the Friday before Christmas break. So at 1 o'clock on that day, We're going to try to do it in the McMahon Auditorium. We'll have every teacher in the district present as we announce the Teacher of the Year. We will still allow guests. We will still open our spot for guests, but it'll allow us to celebrate our Teacher of the Year and all these wonderful things, because sometimes because of their busy lifestyle, I mean, those of you who witnessed what you saw tonight, everyone needs to see that. It was just truly, I mean, it's just heartfelt to see how wonderful you guys and how dedicated our people are. So again, thank everybody for coming. Listen, if you want to know how great Lawton is, we heard at the first of the year about splitting and having a secondary and elementary, and we're like, we want to award all the people we can, and we got to talking, and Miss Hatch said, well, we got to find sponsors. So I just text Jason, we got to have sponsors. He called 2 or 3 people. We had the money just like, I mean, it took 30 minutes to have people jump in and make it where the sponsorship was available, so both of our Teachers of the Year were able to be amply rewarded for this. And that just tells you how great Lawton is and how much support there is for our great teachers. So again, thank you, Lawton. Thank you, all of you, for supporting us, and thank you for all the great things you do for our students and our kids. Good night, and everybody that needs to get pictures, stay and get your pictures.
And you're...
Punch and
I
cookies?
was going to tell them the section, but they'll get it.
They got it out there. Hey, when you go out the door, they have some cookies or something.
There you go. Good job.
Good job. No, it worked out great. We always do good.
Yeah.